Hello and welcome to the mod spotlight for extra utilities. Extra utilities. I'm going to be showing you quite a few things in this mod, so I hope to not confuse you. Okay, so first things first. Here we have the etheric sword, the destruction pickaxe. I'm going to turn it to day. The erosion shovel, the reversing hoe, the creative builder's wand, the healing axe, and the builder's wand. I can show you the etheric sword right now. These are extremely durable, as you can see, and they're pretty good weapons. But the process to make them is very dangerous. The erosion shovel mines at super quick speeds. Really, even if I'm not in creative, it still mines at even faster when you're not in creative. But as you can see, I don't get anything from it. The reversing hoe will turn dirt to grass and hoed land to dirt. So that is a reversing hoe. If you hold shift, I believe it reverses the effects. No, I was wrong. Next is the destruction pickaxe. It's basically the same thing. If we go over to this sandstone house, I can show you. Breaks things quick, but you don't get anything from it. So that is the downside. Or maybe it doesn't break things quick. Usually it does. Okay, that's odd. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe my game's messed up. Then you have the healing axe and the builder's wand and the creative builder's wand. So if we put all this, I don't want that. If we put all this stuff up here right now that we don't need. Erosion shovel, we already showed all these. I'm going to show you how the builder's wands work. So basically, it senses the block under it, right? And then you can build bigger and bigger grids. So maybe, I don't know how I'm not the best at working with this. I admit this. But basically, you can go around and extend sides, and it's a really easy way to make the floor of a house, let's say. And the creative builder wand, simply, it's infinite. It's a little more infinite as long as you have the blocks, which of course you do. See? You can't do this with a builder's wand. You can only do a 3x3. I can show you better. You can only do a 3x3, whereas a creative, what, a 7x7? So that is the different stuff you can make. And you might be asking, how do you make it? I'm going to show you that now. You make unstable ingots, right? And I can show you over here. And then, if you want to make a sword, you do the classic sword recipe if you're going to do it with iron, just with these ingots. And what happens is, when you make these, you put the division sigil in here, the diamond in here, and the iron in here. But first, the division signal must be active. You see, sneak right-click on an enchanting table for more details. So if I just pull up an enchanting table real quick, I'll show you, apparently I spelt enchanting wrong? Maybe. See this? Altar does not have a redstone circle. Altar can see the moon. Area lacks sufficient natural earth. Altar must be lit by outside sources. too early. Sacrifice must be made at night. Midnight. So basically what this all means is you have to create an area for kind of a sacrifice. So some of the stuff we're going to need for that area I have in this chest over here. And I'm going to cut to when I have it complete, and I'm going to show you how this process goes. Okay guys, I'm back, and basically if I right click again with my division sigil, it says altar has a redstone circle, altar can see the moon, altar has a circle placed on dirt, altar has sufficient natural earth, altar is in darkness, but it must be made at midnight, and I waited too long. But if I go back to midnight, cheating, you can see if I click on it now, perform the sacrifice. You have to kill something on this redstone basically. So I'm just gonna kill it with this sword. Hey, bam! It turns all the dirt around the area into this tainted soil or cursed earth, and that spawns mobs like crazy. And that goes on for a little bit, and you know, you could just set time to noon and they'll all die. But then this cursed soil goes away, right? But basically that cursed soil spawns mobs. That's the way it was engineered. So now when we go, perfect use for the etheric sword, killing stupid slimes. Oh great, now they're all gonna make noise. If we go back over to the crafting table, now it's active, and you can only use this 256 times. Now, once you place this, you have to make, so I'm actually going to get some sticks too. When you make an unstable ingot, you have to make something out of it in 20 seconds, otherwise it explodes. So I'll show you what I mean by that. If I put one, that's the wrong side, and I put this in here, and I make this, okay, well, it explodes in how many seconds? So if I just wait around, this thing explodes on me. And that's what that does. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody was at my door. So anyway, you make this. Recipes. You got 10 seconds. If you leave the screen, it explodes. If you wait too long, it explodes. And you will die. I'm in creative, so I don't die. But yes. Now you see there's 254 uses. So basically what you would do is put like, of course, wrong side. Do that. Now you have too many. Now you have too many. Make this. I'm already running out of time. Bam. This one. Oh, I spawned that one in. Good. Now I had the destruction pick. Kind of, if you're playing in survival, very worrying, you could say. So that does it for the division sigil, and all that has to do with that. However, this mod is far from done. Here we have some blocks, so let's do cobble first. Now you're saying, what? That's not cobble, that's some weird black block. Well, it actually is cobble. This is octuple, septuple, sextuple, quintuple, quadruple, triple, and compressed cobblestone. Basically what you do is, you put it in a 9x9, like this. And I got 15, now I put this in a 9x9. And now I have double. And you can keep doing that, and doing that, and doing that, as many times as you want until you hit octuple, which is 43 million cobble. Don't really think you're going to get there mid-game. That's like end-game stuff if you get octuple. So it's just an easy way to deal with your cobble if you don't have AE, and you just got, and you don't want cobble laying around in every single one of your chests. we have some more stuff here. We have angel blocks. And you're saying to yourself, what is an angel block? Have you ever been building and you want to build in the sky? And you don't want to build just a nerd pole straight up? So, we made this block. And if you click it, it goes right in front of you. Anywhere you want. In the air, it doesn't matter. It goes right in front of you. Another cool feature of this block is you see it destroying immediately. You see this. But it's not really because of creative. If you notice, if I stand on this one and turn creative mode off, I have 9 of these angel blocks in my inventory. I break this, instantaneous, automatically goes into my inventory. This one too. So that's the angel block. Now if we go back over to over here, we can hear chickens. You're too loud. I think I can do something about that. There are 2 blocks in this game now. The rain and sound muffler. And we can also go over the trading post too. Watch this. Sound muffler. You can go right there. What chickens? I can't hear you anymore. I hear these villagers stomping around. Oh, I can't hear you anymore either. It gets rid of the sound. Doesn't need any power. Just gets rid of it. But now we got the rain muffler. If you are like me and you're recording and you hate the sound of rain, even if you're not recording, you hate the sound of rain, and I probably don't have it on. Well, this is embarrassing. Why isn't it raining? I'll be right back. Okay, so I couldn't figure out why that was happening, and it still is. Basically, muffles rain. Okay, moving on. Next thing we have the trading post. This is for villagers. I have a lot of villagers here. They all have different trades. That's aluminum oreberry bush. This is an emerald for a proven grafter. And I want to trade with all of these villagers, but which one's which? You put this trading post down, and when you access the interface, you can access every single one of their trades. It's all right in front of you. Very useful. Let's move on. We already did that. We have these blocks. You can go back over that. Okay. If we set time back to night, that's not night, you can see the cursed earth will go away in the day, so you have to have it at night. Mobs spawn like crazy. I don't want them spawning anymore, so we're going to break that. Also, there's some mod which allows any mob to ride any other mob. You can have a creeper riding a creeper. But that's besides the point. There's a trash can where you can destroy stuff. There is a peaceful table, which can only be accessed in peaceful. And basically, you want to let me use it? Please? 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 Please let me use it. Let me use it. Please? Please? Well, this is a great mod review. Nothing works. Let's skip that for now. Okay, I don't know why that is at all. Next thing we have is conveyor belt. Basically, the way you place it is the way it goes. And it can push mobs, entities, and we can make a nice little ring here. And it's nice on the side they have these arrows. No, I didn't want to do that. This doesn't need any power. And basically, I could throw a redstone on there, let's say. There it goes. Now I'm going to chase it. So, throw these arrows on there. The next thing we have is a redstone clock. Very simple. Redstone signal every tick. Ethereal glass, which, very fancy glass, as you can see. I don't really like the design, but whatever. Mobs cannot pass through this. If I place a zombie here, if I place a zombie on the other side, like an angry zombie, and I punch him in the face, and of course he goes for the villagers. Basically, they can't go through the blocks, but if I place these here, I can. I can stand in it. There's another block that acts like this. I'll show you later. So we went over that. Next thing we have is iron spike, which you can place down and do harm to players, mobs, entities, and other stuff of that nature. Another thing we have here is the block update detector. When a block updates, such as water flows through or bone meal, a plant grows. If you actually bone meal the plant, it doesn't work. But if something gets placed next to it, like let's say this gets placed next to it, it'll tick. And when the plant actually grows, if we just sit here, we probably won't see it, but it will make a redstone signal. And that's what that does. There are a lot of cool things in this mod. You should really check it out. Here we have some transfer nodes. This is just, it's a light source. It's a cool light source, basically, that's it. You can hang it from the ceiling. Ah, it's a chandelier. That's basically the extent of this chandelier. However, there is another thing, a magnum torch in here. Let's just take all of this out, which does much more. If we put this magnum torch down and we turn it to hard because we play like that, we set it to midnight, no mobs will spawn in a 64 by 64 radius of this magnum torch, even though it's not lighting up that much. So if you don't want torches everywhere in your world because it looks sloppy, this is the block for you. Moving on, we have blackout curtains, which, let's say I place them over here. Bow, 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 bow. Like this. You can go through them, obviously. I just did. But they block out all light. Way better than doors. Not completely, but better than doors by a lot. So if you want to make a mushroom farm, don't worry about the door seeping in light. Make these curtains. We have sonar goggles, which they don't really do anything except impair your view. Let's not wear those. Okay, just, put them on my face. That's what I wanted. A golden bag of holding, which you can put stuff in. A golden lasso, which you can pick up any mob, replace, name it in an anvil. A watering can, which is helpful for crops, because if you fill up the watering can, you can then do this. And it'll kind of fertilize the crop. It's like really slow moving bone meal. See, that grew. Really slow moving. We have transfer nodes, which basically there's liquid, energy, and just transfer node. And let's say I put iron in here, it'll go into the furnace. So they're very simple now. They are going to be updated in a later version. But right now, basically, iron in chest, transfer, iron in, and you can put the furnace here, That's no problem. You know, that's no problem. Or at least it worked before. Oh, you know what I did before? I probably did this. Yeah, there we go. So they will connect. So that's about it for that. And now the last thing we have is paint. You can paint like this, bricks. And you can also paint wood with any color your heart so desires, which is nice if you are fancy. Just like this. You shift click, you now have the paintbrush power, and you can paint other things. No? I thought you could. Oh, you know what it is? Ah, I made a mistake. Let's say I make some pink. Let's make pink bricks. Now we can put these pink bricks down, suck up the color from this. Did not mean to do that at all. Suck up the color from that and paint this stuff pink. Or suck up the color from this and paint, if I put some green blocks down, these pink. Or, and it turns it in your hotbar pink too, so yeah, colored blocks. It's a really cool mod. I hope you guys can check it out. And thank you for watching this mod spotlight. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.